truck, breaking pack, down, load it up. What the fuck you doing? All this money coming, you ain't cashing out. What you doing? This a drop top, but this ain't no motherfucking bill. You ain't getting to no money, nigga. What the fuck you cashing out on everything about the life? What the fuck you doing?
What's good, YouTube universe? Fizzleman one, Fizzleman signing in like always. What you doing today? We out here making moves here for this Monday night primetime game here for week 1, start of the season of this new season. Here, season 5 of Madden Stars, and in real life 2021 season, going into the 22, but we switch it up. It's 2021 season. Each season will be like that because majority of the football is played in that season. Playoffs is in the new year, so Super Bowl, and that's that season. So pretty much 2021 season, 2022 season next year. A new change up in presentation lineup and what we like to call this season, 2021 season Madden Stars, 5th season in Madden Stars. But yeah, we here live, Fizz and Friends Gaming. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I switched it up. I made a new thing. Instead of calling it Noti Gang, y'all come out here and be part of the Noti Friends. We out here Noti Friends and Sub Up Friends. You feel me? And when you like, you also get prizes. You can also comment, let me know. Feel me? That was good. You feel me? And got that going for you guys. But yeah, we here in Fizzleman Picks Lounge. Welcome everybody. And one thing I like to say is, in Fizzleman Picks Lounge, this is the pre-show of the game, and then as that, we here to tell you that Fizzleman Picks Lounge is just all about talking about Madden Stars and what it's about. Pretty much, we here to talk about the real life superstars you see in front of you, and of course the game you about to see in front of you. Like, you feel me? But in real life, before we get into the pick, and really you could tell who I pick. You could tell Fizzleman picks the Ravens, of course. The Ravens is my favorite team going to probably 3 seasons so far, as besides the Jets, and that's just me on the Jets. I'm not even really liking the Jets. I'm just on the team because that's the team that, my first season doing Madden Stars, or it was a connected franchise mode with highlighted players, but created players. But I'm trying to say, I only had a 1-year contract, so I had to resign. I did a good year. We went to 8-8. That was with the 49ers that year. We went to 8-8. And then after that, Ronnie was getting good love. She was getting love. She was actually trying to get signed by the 49ers again, but she declined that one. And then she chose to go home. And that's Ronnie. And the reason why I'm saying that's Ronnie, reason I'm saying sorry guys, if you hear anything, that's just my controller charging. It's gonna charge a little bit while we here in the pre-show of this game. Going into this game, as we about to get down to this game, seeing this game, like I'm saying, Ronnie, she is a female. That's just a male character in this Madden Stars, and yeah, that's my girl. And pretty much, Ronnie went back home to the Dolphins, and she signed a big contract for 5 years. And where we at right now for her, I think she's in her 4th year. This is going in her 4th year with the Dolphins. So after that, after the 49ers, we just been with the Dolphins, and I've been with the Jets. So after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got 2 years. I re-signed with the Jets last year for 2 years. I felt hope. I thought we was gonna keep Sam Darnold. I signed early. I thought we were gonna keep Sam Darnold. He performed well. We went 8-8 last year. We almost made it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? We got rid of him. It's sad to say, as I'm a player, but I'm also the commentator, the host, and also, I do a lot of things here. But for a player right now. We traded one of our best players, our QB. Traded him away to the Panthers. Played him early this week. You feel me? And we got scudded. In real life, we lost too in real life. That's the Jets and the Panthers. We lost in real life. But that's just the thing. Like, for real, we lost 77-10. It was because of the rookie quarterback that we picked up. I guess in Madden, he's trash. In real life, he did decent. He came back second half and had a good. I actually gave him that hope too. I actually thought second half he was gonna come through and, you know, pick it up and we get the dub. But in the second half, he threw, like the third quarter, he threw his fifth interception. Oh my God, bro! You wish you would say touchdown. Interception. He got out the game. He didn't come back. Zach Wilson didn't come back. I'm sorry. This pre-show is about the Ravens and the Raiders, but right now venting. Yes, Zach Wilson threw his fifth interception in the third quarter. Had to take him out. Mike White came in, the backup quarterback that we have, and this is all realistic. I'll try to make the teams realistic as well. Boom. Mike White scored a touchdown before Zach Wilson, who our rookie quarterback we thought was magical. Y'all need to stop preying on these niggas, man. This is a whole new league. This is NFL. This ain't college, my boy. We got rid of Sam Darnold for that, man. One thing I know is we got a lot of work to do. The season's way ahead. You ask me who's the Jets starting quarterback as? Yes, of course, I do a lot of things. I'm also the kind of the coach because I pick the plays. So you could say I'm kind of the coach. You feel me? But I'm really a player. But, you know, I'm the coach and the player. I just pick the plays and do decisions and, you know, make the lineup. You know how it goes. But yeah, man, splash off of that, man. I don't know what's going to go down with the Jets. The Jets are making me regret my decision of resigning. Might go to the Dolphins. Off that or the Ravens. Let's splash on this now. We here for this Fizzleman Pigs Lounge matchup. Here for this Monday night primetime pre-show. Ravens, they going down as my pick. The fans is on our side, as you can tell, which is the overalls. The overalls goes as the fan voting. It's not a far fetch of a vote. The Raiders fans are there as well, but the Ravens is taking this one in my mind. The overall don't really mean nothing, so don't think because the overalls are higher that they're gonna win. This game could go either way. It's about offense and defense in this matchup, and we don't know who's gonna take it because both teams got it. So like that, we're gonna take this game and go underway. And without further ado, let's get it to the field with Brandon Garden and Charles Davis. But as this game going into forward, let me say again, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Be part of our Noti friends and suburb friends, and definitely shout out our sponsors, which is of course EA Sports, YouTube, and Fizz and Friends Gaming. Let's go.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. we'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. But let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong that teams asked about him in the offseason. But for once, got a pretty firm not available from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A 3rd straight 4,000-yard campaign. 27 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw his Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Always always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now it's Jackson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. No good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Carr now on first down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First and goal from the 6. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get over.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now here come the Ravens. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver one, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
A gain of 6 there on first. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma. Wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. wore down defenses, and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. That is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfrow. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Come on! This is unbelievable.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to look to run with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score in garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped. Just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
His throw incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And Jackson going to run again.
And it's a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Carr.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown, Raiders! From 10 yards out. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return is Duvernay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And returning right back to Boykin. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Pernell McPhee, his 2nd sack of the night. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $35 yards that time on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Drake. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Raiders on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Carr to throw.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself.
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there
as his guys will get the football back. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. We're down the clock.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
Right. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing after the interception. Carr, he'll get this underneath to Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Following the fumble recovery, Carr, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just 1 start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Jackson slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete to Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. To Boyle here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Back to throw. Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Again, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
2nd and 2.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
Jackson going to run? Oh, no, he lost the football. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they will take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.